If we may kindly commence. It's been 2 years since the last general elections, give or take a day. While we would come to the non-achievements of the government on the 26th of May, allow me to draw your attention to what is the fundamental mindset of this government. And in the last 2 years, one thing has become abundantly clear, that the NDA BJP government is the slayer of institutions. They demolish institutions. The first step was demolishing the Planning Commission. They have converted it into a 1.5-man act called the Niti Aayog, which nobody knows whether it's coming or it is going. The tenure of the 12th plan gets over in 2017. Nobody knows whether there will be a 13th plan. And if there would be a 13th plan, who is going to formulate that plan? The neutral arbiter which was there between the states and the center, when it came to the allocation and the apportioning of resources, that is the Planning Commission, has now been done away with. And you have the Finance Ministry, which has a very myopic quarter-on-quarter view of the Indian economy. But the story does not stop there. The Central Board of Film Certification, the FTII in Pune, Jawaharlal Nehru University, and last but not the least, the judiciary. If the judiciary gives verdicts which are against the government, ministers of this government start screaming that the judiciary is demolishing the executive brick by brick. But what is really worrying is the attack on the Central Bank of India. The attack on the governor of the Reserve Bank of India is not an attack on an individual. It is an attack on an institution. And perhaps this is the first time it has happened in 67 years. What is the message which the ruling dispensation is trying to send? That if you do not play ball with us, if you do not play in tandem with us, then we will hound you, we will come after you. And the intention is very simple. That if you are a self-respecting man, you will possibly put in your papers and go. And then we will be saved of the embarrassment of having not to renew your term. This is the worst form of fascism and the oldest trick in the fascist book. But the question is not what is happening. The question is, why is it happening? ये क्यों हो रहा है? Does this attack on the RBI governor have something to do with the change in the RBI's position? That the names of all willful defaulters should be made public? Does the attack on the RBI have something to do with the drive to get public sector banks to declare the quantum and extent of their non-performing assets, to get all their NPAs on their balance sheet, so that the extent of the rot can be exposed. Now, is it worrying some very, very important crony capitalists in this country and their benefactors in government that an institutional decision has been taken to hound the RBI governor out? Why is the Prime Minister silent? Why has the Prime Minister not come out and spoken? An attack on the governor of a central bank is unprecedented. It perhaps is the most vicious assault on the institutional mechanism in India. And no country can function without institutions. Last but not the least, this government has a strange penchant. It wants to rename roads. Somebody should ask them that if they were so interested in renaming roads, why did they get elected to parliament? Why are they running the central government? That is the job of the municipal corporation. They should have got elected to the municipal corporation. So therefore, there is a tokenist mindset, a frivolous mindset, which is not able to grapple with the complexities and challenges of governance, and therefore resorts to every kind of chicanery in order to cover up for their inaptitude and malgovernance.